So we've all been told that being pessimistic is bad. After all, we all know someone who's extremely negative and being around them is simply draining. But what if we've been thinking about pessimism all wrong? What if the most pessimistic people are the most happiest? And it's actually the way you think about your negativity rather than the negativity instead. In this short video, I'm going to explain how being pessimistic has made me happier and less anxious, and how it will do the same for you. It's not that happy people are grateful, it's that grateful people are happy. I heard this quote for the first time on TikTok and it really struck a chord with me. We get so caught up with happiness, and most of the time we mean chemical happiness, which is the chemicals that appear in our brain and give us positive emotions like endorphins and all of those. Or we mean the absence of negative emotions, the satisfaction of desires as Schopenhauer called it. But happiness can be much more simpler than that. It's the gap between contentment and desire. In other words, gratefulness in the present moment. That's all it is, gratefulness. The problem is that as human beings, it's very hard for us to stay in this state. Probably because for millions of years we were fighting to survive in the jungle, and we needed more. We needed more food, more shelter, more warmth, more water. So just looking around and feeling immense gratitude for what we currently have, it just didn't serve much purpose. But today we live in a completely different world, but our ancient brains still haven't caught up, so we need to find a way to feel grateful somehow. The Stoics found negative visualization. This is the practice of regularly imagining everything that could go wrong in your life. You could break your bones, your family member could pass away, you could contract a deadly disease, you could lose your job. So it only sounds unrealistic when it hasn't happened to you yet, but truthfully, any of these could happen suddenly, tomorrow, by forces completely beyond our control. Obviously this sounds pretty depressing, but the point is to realise how fortunate your life is right now. Every time one of these tragedies happen, we think about how we took our happy times for granted, or that we should have appreciated them more. I even do it when I'm ill, so I think about like the times where I didn't have a sore throat and I wish that I appreciated it a bit more. Or when someone we're close to dies, we always regret not visiting them more. So this gave the Stoics the opportunity to feel these emotions before it was too late and to make amends, to visit their loved ones and spend quality time with them, to make the most of their good health, to run, skip, jump, lift, whatever your hobbies are, to appreciate if you're earning a decent wage. So I do this first thing when I wake up. I think of 3 things that I'm grateful for, then I imagine my life without them, and I often elaborate further on how it could go wrong. Having death, tragedy and heartbreak in mind while going about your life will lead to a life with fewer regrets. This aligns with Stoic thinking, where they believe that disappointment and anger is simply having too high expectations of what is beyond your control. So if we live our life with lower expectations, with the understanding and maybe even the expectation that tragedy is going to hit at any minute, then moment to moment we'll be happier. That's because that gap between contentment and desire will expand. Who cares about a new car when your mum isn't ill with a life-threatening illness? Who cares about that promotion when you haven't been falsely accused of a crime and sent to prison? Anything much worse could happen tomorrow, so appreciate what you have today. In fact, it wasn't just the Stoics who knew of the power of pessimism. After the scientific revolution like 500 years ago that claimed God is dead, we saw a wave of pessimistic philosophy enter the framework. Suddenly the guidelines and morals that we'd all been living by were challenged and life just became essentially meaningless. Absurdism, existentialism, nihilism, they're all similar philosophical ideas which essentially state that humans have a hopeless need to find meaning despite there being no evidence of it, and that right and wrong is completely relative and up to each individual to decide for themselves. Despite being seemingly pessimistic, like negative visualization, these ideas have positive undertones. They may state that everything is meaningless, but they claim this can be an amazing thing because we're no longer constricted to who others want us to be. In that case, life can mean whatever we want it to mean. You can use this theme to make your life better, that life is brutal, harsh, meaningless, with no chance of avoiding suffering, but doesn't that make right now a whole lot more beautiful? That tomorrow morning you can wake up and walk to the local shops with no trouble. That you can feel hungry, then walk to your ceramic fruit bowl and grab an apple to satisfy your craving. That within a moment's notice you might be able to FaceTime the person that you love. After all, today might be your last chance. Thank you so much for watching. If you took any value at all from this video, I'd really appreciate if you could hit the like button and comment below if there's any videos that you'd like to see. I post weekly videos on building discipline and an unbreakable mindset. If you're interested in improving your life, then hit the subscribe button and join the community. I've also got a free playbook for getting your life together, and it takes you through the step-by-step process that I use for going from anxious and lazy to fulfilled and productive. It's completely free, so grab while you can. It's the first link in the description. And I really appreciate you watching this to the end. I know I'm a very small channel, so you probably got here from TikTok because I'm a little bit bigger on there, but yeah, I appreciate the support and all the lovely comments that I get on TikTok. They actually do make a difference. Yeah, thanks for watching it to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.